ridiculous. It is loud. It is that day. The S14 is ready to get dyno tuned today. This has been like, y'all been telling me to get a standalone for so long. I have the standalone, it's in the car. Last video we did the first start. This video we're gonna get it on the dyno and tune it. If you don't already know, it's an S13 SR20DET, pretty much bone stock injectors. Only upgrade pretty much, I had an intercooler, ball, everyone does that, so whatever. Intercooler, and then I have a T28 from an S14, so it's a bigger turbo. That's at 12 PSI. That maxes out at around like 14, 15. But I'm gonna keep it safe because we're only doing 93 octane today. So we're gonna see how much it makes. If you know, make your guesses right now. We're gonna see. I don't know, this dyno reads accurate, okay? Which is considered kind of low to some people. I'm gonna say like, I'll be happy with like 230, 250, I'm gonna be honest. But we're gonna see. We have to get gas and some other things, so let's go do that right now. We're gonna do 5 gallons of 93. All right.
Yo, you good?
5 gallons of 93. Buttery smooth. Bro, what if that happens? In the back, bro? Whoa, what the hell? No. Oh, hell. Oh, hell no.
Oh.
Oh. No. 5 minute eye contact. No.
Yo, what's...
Stay over there, bro. What the hell? He got a sock in his hand. You saw that?
Yeah, I seen that shit.
What the hell? Oh, hell no. You cold?
Nah, bro,
I'm hot, bro. Is that air temp fine?
Bro, it's good.
Like,
oh.
But on a serious note, like prayers up to everybody who's homeless because you never know. Like some of them are asses, but you really never know. So one time a homeless guy, he walked up to the car and I didn't respond to him. And you know what he said to me? Oh, look, another f***ing playing with his balls. All right, this car wash cannot be this busy that we're backing up traffic here.
How much is Chevron?
Like,
oh, 3. That's not bad.
334, and that's the best guy.
You know how to open that, bro?
Yeah, I got it. Damn. You don't have the Apple Pay thing, bro. I don't have my wallet on me.
Oh, you're driving without license?
So,
all right, bro.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, that shit stinks, bro. I hate this one gas.
Can I get like in trouble for doing this?
No?
Yeah, because I'm.
Oh, look at the fumes.
Improper use of.
Yo.
Oh.
Is it?
Yeah, we got scammed. 4.859 gallons. We got scammed. You think that's enough for tuning? But we can just get more.
Are you on E or what?
No. I have some in there. I just wanted fresh gas. You know what I mean? That way it's not like a lower octane.
Yeah.
Yo!
Is it leaking?
Yeah, I forgot to close it. Yo, and nobody's buying that, man. It's actually good.
Right. Yeah.
It's actually good. Why would you open it like this? You don't know how to open stuff? There's a tear right here that you're supposed to use to rip the corner off. Why would you just...
That shit fire. No?
It's nasty, bro.
Bro, it's good. Yeah, see?
I get that.
Nah, your window. Where'd you go? Oh!
All right, so now that I have fuel, I just need to load up the car on the dyno. We got 93, we got 4 gallons of 93. So I'm gonna load it up. If you didn't know, we are using a Hub Dyno. It's not a roller dyno. This dyno is really accurate, so the number seems to be a little bit lower, but it's accurate, so that's what matters. I have 4 gallons of 93. Hooking this up's actually super easy. I'm just gonna jack it up on the diff, take the wheels off, some hub adapters, and then put these, they roll forward, attach those, and then I got some engine stuff I need to do, and then I guess we can start. So it's about an hour until the session starts, so I'm gonna get this thing loaded up, and then it's gonna be time to tune the car. For the fans, I'm just gonna run, we have these tube fans. I'm gonna run these up front to the radiator, and then we have floor fans. Everything's just gonna go into the front. They're just gonna go all right here, off to the front. That'll be the cooling setup. I'll watch coolant temps and IATs. I don't know, it's gonna be interesting. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't get too hot being in place, but the fans I think will be pretty good.
My ears.
Okay, so we're taking a break right now. We did a pull that was up to like 6,000 RPM and it broke 200, like clearly, obviously it broke 200. I think it was like 215. We're not done yet, so we're just checking everything, making sure it's good. How loud is the car? The car is like, it's ridiculous.
Loud,
it is loud. That was only 6,000 on the previous runs. So far, it's going good. PSI, at one point, my map sensor read 16. I got an overboost warning that I set up, so that Cinco manifold is flowing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hopefully it's not anything like bad. Obviously the wastegate's adjustable. I can change it if I need to, but so far so good. We're just gonna keep pushing. Once we do a actual full run all the way up to actual red line, John said it's gonna go a lot faster, but I told you on Instagram to put your guesses in the comments on how much it's gonna make. I am saying, I want 267. I want 267, but realistically, I'll be happy with anything above like 230, 240. So put your guesses down below. We're gonna see what it ends up being. Let's get back to it. That's day one of tuning. We are running into some walls I'm gonna talk about in a second, but yo, the car is so loud. It sounds insane. I've never had this car in a dyno before. We got earmuffs in the car, earmuffs outside the car. Ty was recording, even he was like, dude, oh my God, the car is so loud. It is ridiculous. When the Cinco kicks in, when the boost kicks in, it's just, Man, it sounds so good. It sounds so good. So let's talk about a few walls that we're running into while tuning the car. And guess what, guys? Walls are a good thing. These are good things. It's not a bad thing, okay? Because we're finding out information. I know a lot of you guys might have an SR. You might be running a T28 on stock injectors. This is good information, so I want to talk about it so you guys are aware, because we're figuring it out now and seeing all the data to go along with it. T28 upgrade's a big upgrade for these cars. We did notice one thing, and that is that the injectors seem to be maxing out on the duty cycle. So the duty cycle of the injector is getting up to 100%, and obviously that's not good, because at 100%, that means the injector is just wide open. And obviously you don't want the injector to be at 100%, because that means their injectors are too small. I want to go into more detail about this. I'm still learning. John, thank you, because he's teaching me a ton about tuning, teaching me what everything means, why it matters, and all the math and science behind it, not just do this or do that. He's teaching me everything, like from the base level all the way up. So I'm learning here. Right now, the two main things that we're trying to figure out is knock and injector duty cycle. So I'm thinking tonight I'm gonna look, see if I can maybe find 550cc injectors, just so I can get the injector size bumped up a little bit. Also on top of that, you guys saw that the boost was starting to hit 16 PSI, which is way out of range for the T28. The max you should be doing, especially on 93, is I would say close to about 14, no more. The car right now is on MS100, MS109, and 93. So we put some higher octane fuel in there just to try and figure out knock a little bit more. Haltech recommends you change out the OEM knock sensor for a Haltech unit, because apparently the OEM knock sensor is not that good. We are learning stuff as we go along. We are not SR20 experts, but we're gonna try to figure out everything that we can. So hopefully you guys are getting some knowledge from this video and it's helping you out, because you do not want to have your SR20 running at 100% duty cycle on a T28 at 15 pounds. That's kind of sketchy. It's a little sketchy. It might work, but we want to do things right. John is very, very detailed. He likes to do things the right way, the proper way. So that's why we're diving into this and not just sending it to the moon right now. The car, at most it made, I think was like 249, and that is us stopping at 6,000 RPM. So I think this can go up to 72, maybe even 75. I forget the red line for SR20s, but we're stopping at 6 right now. We're just trying to make sure everything is perfect. Me and John, we're gonna do some research on the NOx sensors, research on some injectors and other stuff like that, but the car is doing pretty good. It's doing pretty good. We're just making sure everything is dialed in perfectly. Off camera, we did increase the fuel pressure just a tad to try and fight that injector duty cycle being 100%. We're also watching Lambda. If you don't know what Lambda is, it's basically a different version of AFR. So AFR 14.7 is like perfect. That's like stoic. I think that's how you say it. 14.7 is perfect. The higher that number gets, the leaner you get. I think I explained this in a previous video. The higher the number from 14.7, the less fuel you have and you have too much air. If it's lower than 14.7, you're getting rich, so you have more fuel. We're looking at Lambdas, we're looking at NOx, we're looking at duty cycle, just trying to make sure the car is reliable. So if you're running an S13 SR20 on a T28 stock 370cc injectors, just be aware that if you start getting up towards 11, 12, 13, 14 PSI, you're maxing out those injectors. I did hear a forum guy say it once, but I was like, nah, there's no way, everyone does it. You are maxing out the injectors. So I'm glad we did these tests and we found that out, because that information is kind of like out there, but people don't really know. So remember, T28, just be careful. I do recommend tuning with a T28. Anytime you upgrade a turbo, I'd recommend tuning. Usually T28 is bolt on and go. I've been bolt on and go with the T28, but that does not change the fact that the injector duty cycle is probably maxed out. So we're calling it a night. We're gonna go do some research, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow, hopefully to continue with this. We might be changing the injectors out, might be changing the NOx sensor out, but it's all for a good reason. We are working right now, a little sidetrack from the video, but here's the new NOx sensor, and this is a wideband NOx sensor, so it's going to be able to read a lot better than the Nissan one. Alltech does recommend to swap it out regardless. So here's the new one. Difference too is that this is shielded cable, so it's shielded. It also has a power and a ground. The OEM one only has one signal wire. There's no signal ground, so there's just a lot of interference, and this will stop all that. So I'm going to install this. I'm not really filming all this because we are on a time crunch right now, and I'm just trying to knock it out, but you can see the S14's all taken apart right now. I'm trying to knock this out super fast. So I'm getting the NOx sensor in. I did order new injectors. We'll talk about that. They're gonna be coming tomorrow, but I'm trying to knock out the NOx sensor tonight because that has to get wired into the ECU as well. I gotta flip some wires around. I gotta go back into the Alltech and tell it some stuff. So I'm trying to knock that out. I'm gonna get that done, but just a quick update for you guys so you're not just like, whoa, why did it jump from here to there? Yes, doing some changes, gonna knock it out and then continue tuning. Let's go. Dyno tune, not officially finished, but for now the car is finished to the point where I can drive it. Right now we're finished on 100 octane, but 370cc injectors are too small to properly run a T28 turbo. Before, when I had my T25, I was getting around maybe 80, mid to high 80% IDC, which is injector duty cycle. So that's like pretty much in easier terms, the percent of the injectors that I'm using. So I was about 80, mid to high 80s, right? With the T28 on 7 pounds, I was already at high 80s. And with the T28 turned all the way up to 11 PSI, That's 100% IDC. And that was only 100% IDC at 6,000 RPM, not even the rev limiter. I did upgrade to DW 550cc injectors, and that's what I have on the SR20 right now. I got the 550cc injectors. The fuel pressure we did raise before to try and compensate for the 370cc injectors, but with the 550s, we bumped the fuel pressure down to the proper PSI, which is like 43.3, 43.5 PSI or 3 bar. So fuel pressure is back to normal. 550cc injectors. The car ran great. It's on 100 octane, and that's because the OEM NOx sensor on the SR20 is trash. It's garbage. The OEM NOx sensor is garbage. I did upgrade the NOx sensor, so the only upgrades I did, 550cc injectors and a proper NOx sensor. The OEM NOx sensor is only one wire. There's no signal and signal ground. It's just a signal, and it's not properly shielded. It is kind of shielded, but it's not properly shielded, so there's just a ton of noise. And then the range, the frequency range for listening to NOx is very, very small. The one on the car, I'm pretty sure was a narrow band. I upgraded to a wideband NOx sensor. That way I can get a much larger range of frequency, so John can see all the NOx and just get a better reading. On top of it being a wideband NOx sensor, it has a signal wire, it has a signal ground wire, and it's shielded. If you don't know what that means basically around the two wires, signal and signal ground, there's this shield that you ground to the chassis, and that basically blocks out any interference, so you get a clean signal. And it cleaned it up a lot. The NOx sensor got cleaned up a lot. We do have to do 93 still. We have a McLaren going on this dyno tomorrow, so we ended it short. I'm gonna run on the 100 octane gas. If I have to fill up, I'm just gonna have to buy the race gas and be big baller, but it's whatever. Let's go look at the number. Let's go see how much power this thing made. Final number, 250 horsepower to the wheels, 220 foot-pounds of torque. Chill out. All right, hold on. Yo, chill out. Listen, I know you guys are thinking, what? Bro, that's so low. You upgraded injectors, you got a T28. Like, why are you only pushing 250? That's not like, you should be at 300. I'm only on 11 PSI of boost. On top of that, this dyno is a Hub Dyno, and it is very, very accurate. And usually, when things are accurate, you get a lower number. You guys know that there's some dynos out there that read super, super high. This is not one of those dynos. This is about accuracy. That is a very, very accurate number. It might seem low, but I guarantee if I were to hop on a different dyno somewhere else, it might be closer to like 270. Gonna be honest, gonna keep it a buck. It made decent power. That's about how much I think this car should make to the wheels on only 11 PSI. Now, if I wanted to crank it up to 15 PSI, I'm sure we could have hit 270 on this dyno, but 250 is a solid number. It's a reliable number, and I'm happy with it. That is 100 octane though, so 93 likely is gonna be around like 230 wheel horsepower. Torque number, I'm not too sure. The car felt pretty good. Rev limiter is set to 7,000 RPM. It is an injection rev limiter, not ignition. So it should be a little bit softer on the valve train. That's about all the updates I have for you guys right now. We're gonna dial in some small things. Right now, we wanna figure out, it has kind of like a little bit of a dying issue, and that's because we have to dial in these DW injectors. The data that came with the injectors is not like 100 trillion% perfect, so we just had to mess with some stuff. I say we, but I meant John. By the way, shout out John. He tuned the car, taught me a lot about it. I learned a lot about tuning, and he did a very good job. I'm not gonna lie. He took his time. It's very, very detailed. That's one thing that I appreciate about John. He is extremely detailed in his work, and he goes in and makes sure everything is dialed in really, really good. So thank you, John, again, for helping me and teaching me and just showing me the ropes of tuning. Next video, I am taking the S14 out in the street for the first time. So if y'all want to see that and see the reaction, see if it's much faster, we're also going to be dialing in some small things here and there. Make sure you subscribe below. We just hit 7,000 subscribers, by the way, guys. So if you're a subscriber, you are awesome, and I appreciate you. If you like this video, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.